There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so.
Today is a new beginning, a chance to turn your failure into achievements and your sorrows into goals. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Star Breakfast Show, brought to you by PCS Starcross Television, your #1 religious TV. Good morning is not just a word, it is an action and a belief to live your entire day well. So my dear esteemed audience, I hope you are setting it right for today. I am Melody Frank, and I'm not out here alone. I am out here with the most wonderful, efficient, and you can name it, co-presenters. And at my far right, I have a very pretty. She won't even let me complete the word. I have a very pretty, smart-looking lady. Her name is Sister Peace Smith. Good morning, Sister Peace.
Thank you, Sister Melody. Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. You're looking pretty.
Thank you too.
Of course, every morning it's an opportunity, and I can see it in you. Every day you're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
That shows that it's an opportunity to look beautiful and be thankful to God for seeing yourself alive. Good morning to you, our wonderful audience. I hope you're doing great. I hope you woke up feeling so strong. Yes, it is another beautiful day. Remember, it's just the second day into the week, so all that you have set for this day, this week to achieve, I hope you achieve them all in the name of Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Good morning to you, Oku.
Yeah, good morning.
Father Bernard. because I don't know why whenever you hear me sound so churchy, you're like, oh, am I not supposed to sound churchy or what? I'm a child of God, you know.
I know, but did anyone say you're not a child of God?
No, you're always like, peace, it doesn't suit you. Whenever you say, oh, Sister Melo, I don't understand.
My name is always exaggerated.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, very close to me here, I have a very cute looking genius.
Father Bernard. You have to put that Father Bernard because it's sitting well.
His name is Brother Oku Alpavio,
AKA
Father Bernard. I just got that.
You have to
Good morning.
the name.
Good morning, Brother Oku.
All right, good morning.
How are you today?
We thank the Father. Well, I'm doing really, really great.
Okay.
First of all, you know, they say blessed is he among the women. So most of the time, when I have two beautiful sisters, I'm always like, well, apart from the stress, thank God.
Solomon of our time.
Yeah, but with a lot of stress. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do we actually stress? I don't understand. There's
first
always
of all, no.
I can't even. Sister Melody here is like, Bronco, are you sure you're okay today? Would you like me to buy you this? Would you like? We're always treating you nice.
Of course, yes.
We're always treating you nice.
Okay, that's the second problem. Firstly, the first problem
is lined up already.
The first problem is the Father Bernard whole thing.
It's
now,
affecting them, you know.
Well, given to me by force.
Okay, it was not accepted.
Yeah, but first of all, good morning to you,
morning.
Sister Melody. Thank you for that warm introduction, and good morning to you also, Mother Bernard. Then, good morning, esteemed viewer. It's a wonderful day here in the city of Calabar. It's a very beautiful day. Like we always say, we are sure. Try to make sure you're ticking all of your to-do list, and most times when we say that, we don't really mean it's not like say for saying sake. It's what gives us purpose. If you wake up every day and all your day doesn't count to a greater goal, then you are likely not living you may be living a wonderful life, but not. You would do more if you were doing everything you said you were going to do. Like, sorry for taking this long for just an introduction. A quick school of thought is recently somebody advised me that look, if you told someone, because personally I'm somebody that I don't like disappointing. If I say I'm going to show up, I'm definitely going to show up. So, and same with almost everybody I know. So if you told someone you're going to meet with the person by 10, certainly if you don't meet the person by 10 something or before 10, you're out. But you will make sure that you show up because you said you were going to be there.
Yeah.
But most of the time, if you tell yourself that you are going to do something by 10, then it's 10, you are still like it's 10, and so most of the time we don't really respect ourselves. Why you show up is because you respect your word, you respect that person. You don't want that person to look you, this guy is not always doing everything he says. So, but when it comes to yourself, you told yourself you're going to do this, and that time is here, and you're still lying down, you're still sleeping. So that school of thought really got to me. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And this really happens.
Yeah.
So we don't give ourselves as much accolades as possible,
yeah.
and we don't also respect ourselves as
Ourselves.
possible. So please take time to respect yourself and also tick all of your to-do list. Is very important. Sorry for Sister Peace. You know, she's a little bit under the weather, but you can see how strong she is. Yeah. Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Sister Melody.
Okay, you are all welcome. And you, yes, you watching me right now, you can also share with us how you feel today. If you're setting it right, hit the comment section. We are live on YouTube and also on Facebook. You can call in, the phone line is open. Right now we will be going on a short break, and when we return, we will thrill you with the discuss for today. So stick and stay.
A divine moment given unto us by our Holy Father to avail His children instant healing, instant solutions, and instant deliverance. Call the prayer line every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. and get the answers to all your prayers.
Welcome back from that short break. I hope you enjoyed the view. Right now we will be moving into Today in History. We know we have a lot of segments for you today, so just keep watching, don't go nowhere. So on Today in History, first of all, we will be looking at...
So should I go with it first?
Okay.
Are you still hanging?
Okay. I've
Okay.
gotten it.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, we'll go with Agnes of Rome declared patron and saint. Patron saint. That was in 1966. And it says Pope Paul
The sixth.
the Sixth declared Saint Agnes of Rome the patron saint of young girls. Agnes is one of the most venerated Roman martyrs, symbolizing purity and faith. Okay, the next one here is the first Martian.
Martian.
The first Martian panorama, yes, panorama, in 1979. NASA Vikings 1 spacecraft took the first panoramic image of Mars surface. This image provided unprecedented detail of the Martian terrain and was crucial in advancing our understanding of the red planet's geology and potential for past life.
Wow.
So, Broku, you have
Okay.
more insights?
I would just like to add a little. So mostly about the panorama. Most of us, or most of you, if you use an iPhone, you may notice that along your camera there's this camera section. After you see the picture, the video, there's this camera section that is called panorama.
Yeah.
And what panorama really helps you do is it helps you take an image of an entire a whole of something. So for instance, if you wanted to take a picture of this house,
Yeah.
it's difficult for your eye can see everywhere, but it's difficult for you to take a picture and see everywhere all at once. So what panorama image helps you do is it helps you take a picture around the entire object, like the entire house. You can just take the picture once and just move your phone around, and then you get a view of the entire object. So that's this is a very beautiful innovation that came on with the NASA's Viking spacecraft 1 to take a picture of Mars, right?
Okay, Mars surface.
The red planet that we may get to be anytime soon. So it's fascinating.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for that insight. So moving forward, we have the Sixth Day War ends. That is in 1967. The Six Day War between Israel and the neighboring states of Egypt, Jordan, and Syria ended on June 11, 1967. This conflict resulted in significant territorial changes in the Middle East and had lasting implications for the region's political dynamics. Okay? Any more insights? Okay, we'll move to the next one. Captain James Cook's second voyage. That's 1770. So it says on June 11, 1770, Captain James Cook, the British explorer and navigator, arrived in Queen Island, Australia. His exploration were crucial for mapping the Pacific and expanding European knowledge of these territories. Okay, next is the International Labour Organization in 1919. The first conference of the International Labour Organization, ILO, was held in June 11, 1919. The ILO aimed to improve labor conditions, living standards, and promote social justice worldwide. Okay. We'll move to the next one. We have here the establishment of the Red Cross in 1967. This says the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, was established on June 11, 1867 in Switzerland. It serves as a neutral and impartial organization providing humanitarian aid during armed conflicts and other emergencies. So we'll take the last one. Invention of ice cream cone in 1903. It is believed that on June 11, 1903, during the World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri, an ice cream vendor ran out of dishes and teamed up with a waffle vendor to create the first ice cream cone. That's creativity, and that is all we have for you on Today in History. So, welcome. Do you have anything to say?
Alright, just to add a few.
Okay.
Still in Today in History, 1982, Steven Spielberg iconic film Extraterrestrial premiered on June 11th, 1982. The movie became one of the highest grossing films in time and is considered classic in American cinema. Have any of you seen Extraterrestrial? Have you seen Extraterrestrial?
No.
Alright, then also we have here Birth of Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi, the legendary American football coach, was born on June 11th, 1913. He's best known for leading the Green Bay Packers to multiply championships in the 1960s. Wow. I'm just like really surprised that somebody's birthday is worthy to be in today's history.
Yes.
Wow.
American football coach.
Okay, then we also have here Jacques Cousteau.
Really?
The French oceanographer or filmmaker. Okay, you also mentioned that.
Yeah.
Was born on the June 11, 1910. He renowned for co-developing the aqualung and for his extensive explorations and documentaries about marine life. Okay, that's all for today in what we have today in history. Hopefully, as we grow, we may be mentioning ourselves. I would like to read Sister P. Smith on
Very important.
June 11th.
Don't worry, you'll be reading it on June 18.
June 18th.
Eh.
Oh, yeah, that also reminds us. Sister P. Smith, come next Tuesday.
Excuse me.
Come next Tuesday, celebrating
So are
her
you
birthday.
directly
It's a week-long birthday.
Okay,
Birthday
it will be
cake.
starting on Sunday.
On
week
Sunday,
long.
right?
We'll
It's
do
a
the
week-long
flag
birthday. In
off
fact,
on
it's starting
Monday.
today.
Don't worry, we'll be adding it in today's ministry
Okay.
on Tuesday.
Yeah, that will be our first day in history.
Yeah.
On the 18th of
June.
June, Sister P. Smith was manifested. I don't know how to put it. Was brought or was welcomed to earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that would be wonderful. And then a lot of other things will follow. A lot of things she has done actually.
See, and that was the point. Actually, and when it comes on that Tuesday, I want to hear you say, Sister Peace, me, don't worry, I brought cake for you.
Okay.
So
No,
let's
no,
start
we'll
with
all
this
bring
cake.
a gift. Or bring a gift. I don't know what are you going to bring on
No,
Tuesday.
you don't say it's gifts.
It's going to be a
package is always
surprise.
surprise. Yes.
Oh.
We'll-
It's always
so we'll
surprise.
be opening
We
it
don't
here.
say- Yes, we'll bring it here now. Since
Then
you've
we'll
already
open-
made the
would- yeah.
audience to know that we will be celebrating, so you have to open.
No,
it.
we have to celebrate Sister
Yes.
Peace actually. Even if she
So
doesn't want to
just,
celebrate, sometimes,
celebrate.
or like me, Sha, my birthdays are mostly like
Mm.
I don't even tell people it's my birthday. Only the people that knows be like, hey, Alpha, take this one, carry your body.
Okay.
So, but then
Okay.
we should actually celebrate ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for, in fact, bringing this up, but I think
No,
it's
it's okay.
I think it's very essential that we and that's why most times when we read today in history and all those dates, sometimes we may think it's not really important, but it's like almost it's super important.
Yeah.
Why is because if you are very lucky in life, you get to live 75 years like on this planet. If you carry a goal and search as we speak now, an average life expectancy in Nigeria is about 52 years. So if you live 52 years in Nigeria, you have lived a successful life.
Yeah.
Then if you are lucky, like if you're a very lucky person, you will live up to like 75 and there 60 something and thereabout. So now what does that tell us? That if we are lucky, we have to celebrate our birthday only 75 times.
Yeah.
Or if you are not lucky, you get to celebrate it. If you are average, we may even celebrate just 30 something. You don't even know how long. But on average, we are expecting you to celebrate it at least short of 52 times.
Yeah.
So if you count it that you're only going to celebrate 52 times, why miss one time? Like, it's not enough time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. Like, it's just going to happen once every year. And if you know that it's just, and we don't even know how long we're going to spend, right? So, and we've already spent, some of us have already spent up to 25 years on the planet.
Yeah.
And we've not really appreciated ourselves.
Yes.
We're not being read in today in history.
Yes.
So, so I think it's something that is worth celebrating. It's something that is worth appreciating. The day we were brought to earth. So come next Tuesday. I urge all of you watching us right now, whether you're watching on TV, on YouTube,
On
on
Facebook.
Facebook, be ready to celebrate with Sister Peace Smith. Whatever, nothing is too big, nothing is too small.
Oh,
If it was not a religious TV, I would say we'll put our account number up here. But then you can still come to the comment section and ask us, please, Sister Peace. Then we'll also like to get her a cake. Wouldn't it be nice that
Yes, we have
cut
to.
a cake?
Enough about me, please.
She's always very shy anytime we're talking about her, but well, it's fine, it's fine. Sorry, sorry, okay.
Okay, Velko, thank you very much. You really thrilled our audience this
Oh, wow,
particular moment. So, waking up this morning, I had this idea in my head, like I could think of, because there are things growing up as a child. There are things we believed, and it was so like I would use the word feeling so ridiculous. Like, what is the most ridiculous thing you believed as a child? So we know that there are so many things adults will tell you, and you start being afraid, but it's not really true. You start panicking, but it's not really true. So I would like to ask you, Brother Elko, what is the most ridiculous thing you believed as a child?
Okay, I've actually disgraced myself. Literally, I've disgraced myself because of what I was told as a child. Now, mostly both of you may not really relate, but people in the MCR and maybe cameramen, boys who mostly relate to this story. When we were smaller, they told us that India played ball with Nigeria. In fact, okay, first of all, the question was, why does India not play World Cup? So we'll be asking, Indian people don't play World Cup. Why? What's the problem? So they told us that once that India played World Cup with Nigeria, and they scored Nigeria's 99.
Like I've heard of that story before. That they actually
that they now ask Nigeria if Nigeria can score one goal, that Nigeria will win. That they were tying wrapper. In fact, there was just so much story. That they were tying wrapper, wearing their singlets to play the football. That most of them were going on super, some of them were going barefoot while we were dressing in jerseys. That when they kick the ball would turn to fire, and our goalkeeper would just dodge, and the ball would enter inside. Or sometimes when they kick the ball would turn to lion. The goalkeeper would look at like, I'm be scared, but everybody would see ball. The ball would enter inside. Sometimes it turn to heavy stone. So funny enough, one day I think I was in Abuja or thereabout. I was in the midst of very smart people, and then we're just having fun discussing. And I get to bring this up like a very serious story, and everyone was like, Jesus. Everyone was like, please don't say it outside. Oh, God. Like people were so
embarrassed
and like, no now. That never happened. Like, India has never qualified for World Cup.
I can imagine the look on your face that moment.
Shit.
But looking at it, I've actually not seen them before play World Cup.
Yes.
Now, you know, the funny thing is that as at then, since then, I started, for everything I say, I started making research. Like, I would literally go to Google and do my research before I open my mouth to affirm to anything I was told.
Yes.
So, why they had never qualified for World Cup in those years is that India is an Asian country.
Yeah.
They've never qualified for World Cup. Now, there are so many Asian countries that, for you to qualify in World, they're always like thereabout continent to qualify for World Cup. So there's always Japan, there's always other important countries that knows how to play football a lot more that do qualify. But then India, on the other hand, had never qualified for World Cup. Like every time, because they are not really good at playing football. So when they play in their local continental qualifiers, they always lose. So they never get the chance to come play World Cup. So because we don't see them in World Cup, so I don't know whoever made that story, but genius, bravo to whoever made
Yeah, the story
and the story is so famous.
Yes. Oh, actually, it's probably because I heard something like that, and I was like, wow, is that the reason why they actually don't play?
Because
Because
They said they were now banned because they were using magic. And now, you know, funny enough, that period we used to watch this. I don't know if you've seen this movie, Kung Fu something.
Yeah.
Football. No, not Panda. It's called something.
No, I've seen it. I've actually
football,
watched
Kung
it.
Fu.
Where they'll kick the boy, it will turn to a lion.
Yeah, the boy. So
yeah.
because of that movie, we were forced to believe. And you know, Nigeria is just that's why
Shaolin Kung Fu, that was it.
Shaolin Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Shaolin Kung Fu. So that movie actually really relates us to like, that could be true. That means that movie, there's something true about it.
Yes.
But none of it was true. So please, if you're out there and you are in the midst of your friends, never bring that up. Everybody's going to laugh at you like nothing like that ever happened, you know?
But at least you believed it.
No, I actually did believe it. You
That's
know,
the most ridiculous thing to
and
believe.
funny enough, as at then, there was no social media.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it used to surprise me. How was this story passed from generation to generation?
Generation.
From states to states, from family to family?
That's the power of oral tradition, you know. When
You, you also remember the time of Ebola?
yeah.
Yes, there was a time in Nigeria, like one night, I don't know whoever was that, somebody woke up and asked everybody in the country to bath salt.
Wow. I can
Yes,
remember that
yes,
very
I
day.
can
I was
remember.
inside-
I can
was
remember.
inside the hall when that
Like
thing
you could
happened.
pity people, like everybody wants to buy salt in the market. As at that
And
time,
people even
the
lost
cost
their lives
of
during-
salt.
Yes, it was bad.
Yeah, I heard people even
God,
lost
I-
their lives because they didn't want to die of Ebola. And what fascinates me the most is how quick the information flew. Like it was just in the night. Then that same night, the entire Nigeria knew about it. Like the entire Nigeria was bathing salt that same
That same night.
Like I was just, I was stationing actually. I was in my station at Akampa. I was stationed at Akampa. So I I around 3 o'clock in the night, I was just hearing noise everywhere outside. Sorry. So I woke up. I went outside, and then people were just rushing with pail. What is happening? Like, why is night day to you people? What's going on? Like everybody was just alive, so busy. Then they were like, you not heard? And I carried my phone to check. Then I saw calls upon call. My mom had called me, my sisters, my siblings, my uncle, everybody had called me that. So I now started calling them back. Have you bath salt? Bath salt.
Did you actually do that? Did you?
Actually, I didn't.
Oh, okay, you did not. Okay.
Now, funny enough, I'm somebody that I don't know. Growing up, I think I became that person. I'm somebody that I like to see what will happen. Like
Before believing.
Not before believing. Actually, I can believe you, and I don't know how to put it.
But you want to see the result before you find yourself doing
yes,
it.
I can believe you and not. I don't know, and not act the way you want me to act.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, there's most times in our area where I grew up, they used to rob a lot. Like thieves, they will actually come with guns. Everybody will start running, and they'll be robbing every shop by shop. So I was this kind of person that when they start robbing like that, I know it's true they are robbing, but I will not just join and run. I actually want to see
with your own eyes.
Yeah, with my own eye. I might just be like,
Zacchaeus of our time.
no, it's not Zacchaeus. I actually believe. That's the problem. Zacchaeus did not believe.
Okay.
So I can believe, but then, yeah, it's left for you. I actually have to find out for me. Like, I love adventure, funny enough.
I can imagine being face to face with those people.
So I actually saw a lot because what the story would it be if it's always been told to you, right? So most of the time there were times that I would just hide at the back and I would see them actually with gun, like manhandling people, shouting on people, collecting people's phone. I'm like, oh, this is how it's done. Yeah, so that kind of a person. So I actually didn't bath that salt. But then I had a lot of people that. But now another thing was that I pretended to add bath the salt just for the people around me were so persistent. Like they just, even if you don't believe, just bath. Don't worry, I will just make my own and keep for me. I'll come and bath. I was a priest that time, so I prayed that night. Actually, I prayed mostly for everyone. Like I didn't really know what was happening, and I hate being not knowing what is happening, especially when it's not coming from the Father. Like most times, if something is coming from God or coming from the Father, you don't have to know what is happening. But if it's coming from not God, like
human,
human. So I was upset. Like I was in a mix. Who is asking me to bath salt? Who? So I'm always this person that I want to know, like who started this thing. I've always, since that night, I was asking who, how, where, which people. Was it World Health Organization? Was it the government? Was it radio?
Or an individual?
And funny enough, at the end, people agreed that it was an individual. Like some people gathered, like some people just gathered, like the way we are gathering now, but not on TV. They gathered and just be like, let's tell people to bath salt. They will.
But do you know, funny enough, sorry for cutting words from your mouth. Funny enough, that was actually the year we Brotherhood of the Crescent Star celebrated Salt of the Earth.
Salt of the Earth.
So that's to show that Father had already, sanitized us before the human event even took place. Yeah, actually, maybe the salt that the worldly people were actually baking, that was maybe a solution. But Father had already made the salt of the earth. I don't know if you remember, that was the same period the event took place before the outbreak of the Ebola virus or something.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. Okay, Bralco, thank you very much. Like a lot of ridiculous things have happened to you. Okay, so I would like to hear from.
You still want to hear from me?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the ridiculous, one of the ridiculous things
you believed
as a child. I would like to start with being a girl child. Yeah, because a lot of times growing up still on this aspect of discipline and purity, I can remember my mom would always tell you that as a girl, if a boy touches you, you get pregnant. Yeah, it it's funny, but that was how serious it was. I can remember growing up, even up to. I can remember even up to my university days, I was like always staying away.
Don't touch me.
Because
don't want to get pregnant.
The ideology that if a guy comes close to, sometimes at that point, I can remember
sits close to you.
Yes, if a guy tries to maybe touch me in terms of school, I'll feel like, throwing up.
Really?
Honestly, that was how fights went.
Wow.
So the whole process really took my, should I say, encapsulated my sense of reasoning to a point that someone actually, especially a guy, touches, like maybe alpha, I can remember during that time I don't even shake a guy. I actually grew up with that.
Really?
Honestly, I'm not joking about it. I will not shake or talk more of coming close in terms of maybe giving a hug or something.
So if your uncle come, what do you do?
As in the way we were all trained that time, so especially I, because I'm the only girl, so especially I will stay away from
anything,
being close. Even that kind of brother sister bond, we're always like, though if a guy touches me, this will happen. And as funny as it looks, I know that we have grown. Sometimes all those education for a girl child is very important.
Okay, so did you go around telling your other friends the same thing?
No, I actually did not, but I know that, oh man, I don't have to sometimes when I see, going on in school days, university, you get to see girls being so free, hugging, and I was like, is this not what my mommy told me that these people do you see? This is what will happen.
Are they not scared?
Are they not scared? So that was what was going through in my mind. Honestly, as funny as it looks, that's how I grew up with the senses that, if someone actually come close to me. I remember then, like, my male friend would like call me, how did they used to call those churchy kind of girls? Something like that. They would say, this one. All those pretender does the was all this kind of stuff, but actually that's how I grew up with that mindset. So it actually stopped me from a whole lot of things. And anyways, I thank God because coming close to other persons getting. I'm not saying that what she told us was wrong. It actually helped in a way.
Definitely.
It helped
protection.
Because a lot of times during that period, I could remember that I happened to get information about some girls who happened to either be a victim of circumstances and all of that. So whenever I said, I'm like, thank God, I don't want to be an example.
And your belief kept increasing higher.
Yes, you can see. So it kept growing because I was like, imagine say I'm doing this thing. So this is what would have happened to me. So it was so bad. But anyways, sometimes those education is good, but sometimes it's also good that you try to make them see other possibilities, because I believe that as girl child, while you're trying to protect them, also give them the necessary education they need, so that when they go out there, they will not find themselves, being away from the society, it's
limiting themselves.
Yes, limiting themselves. Sometimes I feel, I'm not saying that exposure is so good, you understand, but at least there should be a limit of exposure. At the same time, give them the lessons they need, or teach them what they need to hear and what they also need to know, so that maybe when they find themselves in situations, they'll know how to handle themselves. So I can remember that during that point that my mom she would tell her friends that how I can actually keep my daughter and my son, because we are just we're like not having any, like not being scared of anything, because I actually know that they can actually protect themselves with or without me being around, you understand. So at that point where she also was telling us, so I remember at some points I was like, Mommy, remember all those stories you used to teach us when we were really young? So this is what happened, or this is what would not happen. So that was just to protect you. So because I wasn't going to anywhere with you, I wasn't following you around, you understand? But at least those were just to put fears in you, at the same time limit you from a whole lot of things. I think that's one of the ridiculous things.
That's a very good one. And I think that right now in this century, I don't think we have up to 70% of children that still believe in that, because children nowadays they ask a lot of questions.
They
You
ask
tell-
you. Some
you
of
tell
sometimes you will not even ask them. They don't even know it's food that you said.
They ask a lot of questions, so that really helps. Yeah, and I still believe that there are some children that are still believing that, and that works for their parents.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to share mine also.
Yeah,
Growing up,
we like to,
Very important.
we like to hear.
okay, so growing up as a child, there's this one most ridiculous thing I believed,
What was that?
that if you lick an orange and swallow the seed,
Oh, it's
it
a
will
great
grow
tree.
inside
I just wanted
you,
to say that.
and
Sorry, I
it will
didn't
come
spoil
out
it
from
for
your
you.
head.
Yeah.
That's apple and
Star apple
star
too.
apple.
Apple,
Oh
eh.
God, I and my sister growing up, if we mistakenly swallow orange seed or star apple seed, oh, we will cry. We will try to vomit it. We will put our hand in it. It was so, like, my mom would just be there looking at us. She'll keep saying it though, so that it will make you feel bad the more. When you sleep and wake up,
You see
you
a
see
tree
a tree on your head. We will be crying and be like, until a neighbor will come and rescue us and say, don't mind,
worry,
though,
nothing
nothing.
will happen.
We will still be bothered though. So anytime we want to lick orange, we'll take time and pick the seed out one by one. So that was the most ridiculous thing I believed as a child. And also, beloved viewer, you would also share with us the most ridiculous thing you believed as a child.
On the comment
Right
section.
now, we will be going on a short break, and when we return, we'll have more to
Not
unleash.
just a
Really?
short break. Let's give you a
Yes.
flashback on the
Okay.
UUTC Father's Advice and Blessing that took place on Saturday. Am I
Saturday,
correct? On
yes. Then we had the CNCF meeting. We also had the Blessed Brothers and Sisters seminar.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
The enemy will clog the wheels of progress and prevent the truth of the gospel from being circulated everywhere. With this object, the devil leads men to feel that it is their privilege to control the consciences of their fellow brethren, according to their perverted ideas. They dismiss the Holy Spirit from their councils, and then, under the power and name of the positions they occupy, they invent regulations through which they compel others to be ruled by their own ideas and not by the Holy Spirit. You must desist from this in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. My children, in the spirit of this meeting, I wish to officially announce to all spirits, angels, and men that it has pleased our most holy Father, the builder and keeper of this kingdom, Leader Olumba Olumba Abu, that I should introduce a new and improved Brotherhood of the Cross and Star divine organogram, which I, the divine lawgiver and chief judge of the kingdom, has designed and blessed to ensure effective coordination of the spiritual, managerial, and corporate matters of the kingdom the world over. The new and improved organogram is designed to enable the participation of more spiritual and conventional talents in the also enables me to once again